Hello, my name is Gary Oakes, and here is a tutorial on WordPress. So what is WordPress? Well, it's an interactive platform in which somebody can build websites and blogs, and it's a fantastic tool. WordPress can also be used to create squeeze or capture pages, so it's really versatile. To display a WordPress site though, you will need to buy a domain name and a hosting account. For convenience though, it is easy to produce a WordPress site through your hosting account. If you'd like to know more about WordPress, visit www.wordpress.org, and let's not be confused with the www.wordpress.com site. Oh, by the way, it is free to use. Over the years, the WordPress platform has become very stable. It is well used now by thousands of people, perhaps millions, and comes with many supported products like themes and plugins. Don't worry, I'll explain more about these terms later. Is knowing HTML and CSS important? This is coding. It's a benefit if you know it, but it's not essential. It has been designed to work on a plug and play basis. So for this video tutorial, I'm going to cover themes, pages, posts, images, plugins, widgets, and menus. So let's get started. Let's have a look at WordPress themes. This is a good starting point. A theme is the look and feel of your site. How your site will be displayed includes the layout, the colors, the structure, the format. So this is really important. There are hundreds or maybe even thousands of themes to choose from. Many are free, some are paid for. Once you install your WordPress site, it will come with an installed standard theme. Thereafter, you have the opportunity to change it. So let's look at some examples. Here is the Ultra theme. Here you can see a lovely slider at the top here, and you have some buttons underneath this, some text. And here is another theme. Again, it has images and text, and you can configure it as you want, but you can see how they come, and then you need to just tailor it to your needs once you've got the particular theme that you like. And for my site, ideasworkfromhome.com, I use the Virtue theme, and again it has the opportunity for a slider and has buttons and things underneath this, and you just need to tailor it to your requirements. Let's now have a look at pages. Information on your site is displayed on what are called pages. These form the home page, the About, Contact, Sale, and other pages. The pages will contain content, including text, images, videos, ads, tables, graphs, anything you would like the person to be, or your audience to be looking at. Each page can be created within WordPress, or if you like, you can create it in MS Word and then copy it into WordPress. Images and videos, however, will have to be imported through WordPress itself. Let's have a look at an example. This is a page from my website, ideasworkfromhome.com. And as you can see, there's a title, there's some text, and there are some images. Let's now have a look at what are called posts. Posts are dynamic pieces of valuable information. If you are developing a blog, then the post will appear on the first page of your site. A post is engaging text and images to promote a conversation with the readers. A post generally has a call to action to encourage the reader to leave a comment, click on a promotion, or ad. Posts are updated on a regular basis, so the front page contents will therefore change on every post. And that's what makes this different from pages. This is dynamic text that changes on a daily basis depending on when you update the post, where the pages are more static. They stay much the same until you go in there and to change them. You can add posts to a static web page using a menu labeled as a blog, for example. And here is an example of a post, the mindset to making money at home online. And there you have the text for the reader. So media. Media are either images or PDF files. That's right, you can add PDF files as well. These are inserted in both pages and posts. You can edit the media once in WordPress. You can crop, you can scale it, rename it. You can do a number of different things with the images. Here's an example. Here are some pictures of some books, and you can click on them and it can take you to a website. Let's now have a look at plugins. Plugins are pieces of set code that really does bring your site to life. There are so many out there, with more being added all the time. Plugins add more functionality to your site. For example, you can have a countdown timer, you can have ads, a contact form, social media bar, and there are so many more out there. These are really useful and in the main are free. They work on the principles of click and play, although you will need to do some setting up or some configuration to these plugins. As I said, there are so many out there and so many useful ones. There are set pieces of code, you just drag them in, set them up, and away you go. Here are some examples, only a few though. On the left you can see a social media bar, in the middle there is a contact form, and the bottom right there is what would be an orange bar. You click on that and it pops up, and then it allows you to leave your message. Again, these are just a few of so many, but you may get the idea. Here's another term, widgets. Widgets are area on the website where you insert additional content. These include sidebars, header and footer areas. The widgets, just like the plugins, add an improved dimension to your site. You can choose where you would like these widgets to appear on your site, although it will be limited to the theme that you install. If adding text, this is the only place where you would need to expect to understand HTML, although there are still ways to avoid this. Widgets are standard functionality of your chosen theme, as already mentioned, and it's your theme that will determine where you can put these and how many you have. So something to watch out for when you are choosing a theme. And here are some examples. You have the right sidebar. You have one called categories, another one called recent posts. There's also a footer area where you can add menu bars or a social media bar. These are all types of widget areas. The last area I'd like to cover are menus. Menus are used to navigate around the site. Menus exist for the main navigation, taking the reader to different pages. Menus can exist in the header and the footer, and again direct the reader to other pages on the site. Menus can also have submenus, and even these submenus can have submenus. The menus can also reside in pages and sidebars, as well as in widget areas. So you can have basically menus wherever you would like on your site and where they are appropriate. And again, here are some examples. We have a top bar menu, we have a right hand sidebar menu, and we have some menus in the footer area. So to just wrap up, here are some facts for consideration when using WordPress. Do you need to be technical? Or is it technical? Well, WordPress is technical, but it is not difficult. If you just follow some of the step-by-step tutorials, whether the ones on this site, ideasworkfromhome.com, or from YouTube or from other sites. Do I need to understand coding? No, you don't, but knowing HTML and CSS would be an advantage. Is it all free? Well, it isn't. You need to pay for a domain name for starters and a hosting account. However, WordPress is free. And there are many word plugins and themes that are also free, although there are some paid ones as well. I have a site up and running, then what? Well, you'll need to optimize the site for the search engines like Google. You need Google to look favorably at your site, and there are certain things you can do to WordPress to help with this. Okay, so you're interested in building a WordPress site. What next? Well, hopefully there's enough information on this site, ideasworkfromhome.com, that's going to help you to build a website. And there are tutorials and pieces of information that will help you getting or obtaining a domain name, a hosting account, setting up your WordPress site, looking at different themes that you might want to have, some number of plugins, some of my favorite plugins, and there are some WordPress tutorials also available on this site. But most importantly, I'm here to help you too. So if you do embark on a journey for using WordPress and you would like some help, just please contact me and I'll be glad to help where I can. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I hope to see you on the next one.